All right, welcome to Cashion Wildcats TV, Thursday night edition of Cashion Wild Baseball. It's an extra special night here during the first night, round one of the inaugural first annual Brexton Green Memorial Tournament as the Wildcats 15-4, number 8 in Class 2, taking on the Class B Verden Tigers, led by Coach Heevan, 6-8. I'm Neiman Abavi. Joining me up here in the palatial press box is my man, the stat man, the color guy of all color guys, my man Mike Schlein. Mike, welcome on this extra special night.
Man, this is awesome being out here. The weather is fantastic. We're looking forward to honoring a great young man and continuing this great tournament that's already been going on all day long.
Yeah, it's been a good one. And also joining us up here in the booth is our longtime baseball expert, an opinionated person regarding fall baseball and spring baseball, is my man Dirk Phippen. Dirk, welcome.
I'm not as opinionated of fall base or of, well, maybe a fall, but of spring as you might be in terms of football versus non-football schools.
Well, we love having you, Dirk. Dirk, you're going to be doing extra special stuff tonight for us, aren't you?
Yeah, it's good. It's a special night, like you guys said. We're going to introduce the Green family, and Brett's going to throw out the first pitch tonight, so pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely,
so
very
I'm
cool.
I'm glad to be part of it.
Absolutely, and big credit to Coach Mounts and the staff here putting things together. Boys will be wearing Brexton Green shirts. Basically, they all got the number 10 in green on. They've got legend on the front and a fantastic honor. Coach Mounts, I believe, has got Brexton bat. I heard is a 34-ounce bat that no one swings.
It's broken, by the way.
It's broken. That is the Brexton Green bat, and he'll be presenting that to LeMay and Brett here. And again, just a special night, special situation here, honoring just an amazing kid, amazing talent, athlete, etc. And we're super blessed and excited to be bringing you the inaugural round. So in terms of games today, Mike, we had a few. I guess we had 3 winners already today.
We did. The Fort Cobb Omega game. It started out kind of slow. It was 0-0 going into the third, and Fort Cobb finally blew that thing open, and they ended up run ruling winning 9-0. So Fort Cobb will move on to the winner's side. Omega will move over to the earlier game side. I guess we'll put it that way.
No surprise there, though.
There you go. Right. Fort Cobb's number 1 in Class B, so that's pretty much to be expected there. The Okarche-Calumet game. That was an exciting one, actually. Well, no, I mean, I think people just they see number 4 Calumet and they just expect that's how it's going to be. And Okarche being unranked, which is a travesty.
It's crazy.
If you look at their schedule.
Don't even get me started about coaching and voting, because that right there is another great example. But continue. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Oh, you're good. So Okarche pitched their dude, as the boys like to say. They're number 1. And it's my understanding that Calumet did not. And that comes back to play a factor. And it was a 3-0 victory for Okarche. So that was good for them. And then Dibble and Alva squared off in the 4 o'clock game. And Dibble took that one home 10-1. So the winner of the game we have before you will play Dibble tomorrow at 6:30. Okay. But not before Cashion takes on the Verden Tigers.
Yeah, Verden Tigers again coming in 6-8. Is it Coach Heevan? Is that correct? Did I get that correct?
I think that's right.
Yeah, Coach Waylon Heevan. Again, 6-8, and you know, baseball schedules and records are really misleading here, especially with Class A, B, and 2A baseball. There's a lot of up and down and movements. I did take a look. They did beat OCA 6-5, so that was it. And I bring up OCA because we just played them just Tuesday night. We're winners 21-1, and they beat Lakiba Sickles 8-7. So I mean, that's a quality team.
I totally agree. That's the one that kind of surprised me. It was like, hey, we've had battles with Lokiba before, and
is it Lokiba? Did I say it right?
Yeah, well, I know you in the past you said Lookaba.
Yeah,
whatever.
people. I think people are mad. I think Dirk, in fact, probably told me it's Lookaba, and he's probably just messing with me. Yeah,
let's go.
Yeah,
let's go.
But that's some pretty good wins there for them.
I think so. So I think we're gonna have our hands full in the opening round, and it's time to come out and take care of business in a great young man's honor.
Yep. Well, we do have a beautiful day. It's absolutely gorgeous in terms of the sun. We do have wind blowing in from the north, so it's a little cool. But certainly it's just a little bit. We've seen the Cashion Wildcats bat not be affected by the win, so we'll see what happens here for the Wildcats. But, again, coming off of a couple of victories Monday and Tuesday night, bouncing back after that tough loss last Friday, I apologize, to Sterling. Wildcats on a little mini run, 4-0, and it's Verden who's also on a little run here. I think they've won 3 in a row. So it'll be a good test here for the Wildcats. Great, fantastic teams here. We've got a ton of I think 5 of the 8 teams are ranked. So we're going to have some good baseball this weekend, and we appreciate you guys joining us. Umpires are coming back out. It's our favorite guys. We saw them, I think, against OCA.
Was it Monday night? Yeah,
it may have been Monday night.
Yep.
But appreciate it. Mike, we've got Derek Shaline pitching for the Wildcats today. Is it if you're a pitcher on a day like tonight, is that extra special for him, extra pressure?
I think he thought the world of Brexton. Brexton really poured into him, and Brexton always gave his time to Derek, and Derek thinks this is truly an honor to be on the hill on this day. He's going to do his best. He's going to live low. His number one goal today is to get the W in for that young man and that family that's here. So,
amen. All right, love it. Well, we are a few minutes away. We've got Derek in the bullpen warming up. In terms of lineups today, it should sound pretty familiar with a few changes here and there. It looks like Coach has kind of ratcheted down on his roster, and you kind of said it. You said after Broken Bow, maybe after Dibble, you might start to see things kind of tighten up, and that's kind of what we've seen here with Cooper Frazee leading off for the Wildcats at shortstop. Chance Acord batting 2-hole center fielder today. We got a big white paw with the 10 out there in center field. Nice job there by Coach Mounts, and I think the freshman ended up doing some painting. Do you think that'll be any? The field looks fantastic. Does that become an issue for anyone out there in center field?
No, I don't think so. I think it's dried out through the course of the day. The winds probably helped with that. So I haven't seen anybody slip today yet. Yeah. But no, I love the fact the paw's out there. If you come by, if you're driving past on the third base dugout side, there's a big BG10 no regret sign that 2 of our actual players made with the help of Holly Drake and AgMet class. So looks awesome. It really does.
Yeah, I think one of those is Derek Shaline. We can go ahead and give him credit. But in center field would be Chance Acord. At third base, Preston Cotter batting 3-hole. Batting cleanup, Derek Shaline. We've talked about him, the pitcher, the junior. He'll be out there on the mound for the Wildcats and Coach Mounts. Batting 5-hole is Carson Gump, the sophomore in left field. Batting 6, Hunter Gibson, right fielder, junior. Batting 7th will be Brody Nichols, the freshman, one of our young guns at second base. DH, batting 8th will be Parker Atkinson, the junior, and batting cleanup, batting 9-hole, it'll be Nathan Nabavi. He'll be at catcher today. We've got Alex Nabavi, PK Hammonds, and a Camden Miller sighting up here. Camden Miller, future superstar, as well as Nick Nabavi and Camden Maroney. Wow, we've got a lot of guys that are probably coming up here for the free barbecue. But we do appreciate you guys joining us. The Wildcats will be 1 through 9 in the fields. We might see potentially a Max Higdon. Max Higdon is usually a guy that we've seen, and I believe he's going to be playing first base today for the Wildcats. Is that correct?
I think you got Likens.
Oh, Ryder Likens. So another one of our freshmen. We talked about that. Ryder Likens. I wasn't sure Max had been playing first base, but good to see Ryder Likens coming in. He's been doing a great job, and I know Dad Kelly, I've been talking with him all day, super pumped the kid's done. He has worked his tail off and has earned the opportunity here along with some of those other freshmen to get quality innings. So Ryder Likens, the freshman at first base for the Cashion Wildcats. In terms of situation here, as we'll dive into the Tigers here, but Coach Mounts and the bunch, do you manage the emotions up front? What do you just go play ball? What's the story here?
I think you got to let the adrenaline kick in for you. There's a lot going on today, but I think you ride that. You try to get to an early start. You're going to have a little bit behind every push of every ball, every swing, but I think you embrace it. So
all right, I love it. We've got our officials at home plate as Coach Heaven comes over. Coach Heaven's a big old boy. Looks like he could probably lift a couple trucks. He's shaking hands, chuckling it up. Coach Mounts will hustle over, and we'll get an exchange of lineups. Again, big shout out to our OSSAA officials here in the state of Oklahoma. Can't have the games without them, and we've had these guys a couple of times, and we wish them the best of luck here on Cashion Wildcat Homer Television. I think we're going to have some announcements here. Dirk, are you going to be doing anything right now? Okay.
There you go.
All right.
So we'll cut the music. We will turn it to the presentation. We got a special presentation honoring Brexton Green and the family. So stay tuned.
No, it's okay.
Founded by Jesse and Amy McCracken, Rural Pest Solutions is a Cashion-based, family-owned and operated company. Our focus is on providing the highest level of customer service while effectively treating many common invaders, including spiders, ants, roaches, mice.
Can I have your attention, please? At this time, we would like the players, coaches, umpires, and spectators, and the Green family a big thank you for allowing us to host the first annual Brexton Green Memorial Baseball Tournament. On July 2nd, 2022, Brexton Green lost his life in a tragic accident while at the lake with his friends. This tournament is in memory of a beloved son, brother, nephew, grandson, teammate, and friend that we all love and miss dearly. Brexton Green was born on April 5th, 2002 to Brett and LeMay Green, while having two older sisters, Carson and Mason. Brexton moved to Cashion at a young age where he fell in love with the community and the school. Brexton excelled in the classroom, in the hallways, on the football field, on the gymnasium floor, at powerlifting and cheer competitions. Last but not least, on the baseball diamond. Brexton was a phenomenal athlete who gave everything he had every time he stepped onto the playing field or in any competition. Brexton, as a senior, helped lead the 2021 Wildcat baseball program back to the 2A state tournament for the first time since 2013. In that game, with 2 outs and a runner on and a 2-1 count, Brexton hit a 2-run home run to put the Wildcats up 2-0 in the bottom of the first. In great Brexton fashion, as he hit the ball, his bat was already being flipped because he knew that the ball was going over the fence. Brexton took pride in walking onto the baseball field with Cashion across his chest and the paw on his hat. Brexton loved Cashion, and Cashion loved him. We miss him, we love him, and today and every day forward, we honor him as a legend. The Cashion Wildcat baseball team will honor Brexton tonight by wearing BG10 on their hats and legend across their chests. Those are special jerseys for tonight. They, as you notice, they all are wearing number 10 in honor of him. At this time, we'd like to direct your attention to the infield. We have the Green family here tonight. Brexton's father, Brett, will be throwing up the first pitch. That's a strike. We appreciate everyone coming out tonight and honoring this tremendous family. We thank everybody for participating, and Brexton will always be in our hearts. We love you guys, and thank you to the Green family.
All right. What a great tribute. Great job, Dirk Fippen, on that. Appreciate you guys joining us here on an extra special day here. Again, the inaugural Brexton Green Memorial Tournament. Looks like we're going to have the national anthem.
I don't have a national anthem. I can pull one up. What do you want? You gonna pick one? Leanne Rhymes, USA.
Yeah, is that the national anthem?
Yeah.
All right. God bless America, greatest country, the entire universe and galaxy. And we're so blessed to be here in Cashion, Oklahoma at Lance Beitler Field as the Cashion Wildcats here in the first annual Brexton Green Memorial Tournament will be taking on the Verden Tigers. So, again, great job, Dirk, on that, in essence, that, yes, I think we're still going. We'll go ahead. It's not us. Oh, it's it's on the as the Wildcats will be taking the field, working around. Again, on the bump will be a junior pitcher, Derek Shaline. Derek on the year has had a fantastic season, both at bat and on the mound. Derek this year is what's that? Are we good? You pointed at me. I just want to make sure we're good. Okay, Derek on the year he has 7 games pitched, 2 wins. He's got 1 save. He's given up 14 hits. He has 15 strikeouts, ERA of 2.07 as we've got Brexton Crane's walk-up song. And if you've been around the Cashion Wildcats for a while, you know that one. And definitely watching my man with the locks flow around. Behind the dish will be junior Nathan Abavi. Nathan, one of 2 catchers here. Freshman Barrick Wano has caught for the Wildcats as well. At first base, freshman Ryder Likens, freshman Brody Nichols at second base, shortstop Cooper Frazee, third base Preston Cotter, and around in the outfield Carson Gump, Chance Acord, and Hunter Gibson. It'll be the Wildcats with the maroon tops with the gold trim and numbers, the white bottoms looking sharp there with the paw and the hats, and then the visiting Verden Tigers, maroon tops, maroon bottoms. They got a little unique look here for the Tigers as they travel about an hour and a half, right, Mike? Hour and a half out by Anadarko?
Yep, in between Anadarko and Chickasha.
All right, so Wildcats ready to go. And leading off here for the Verden Tigers will be number 10, Jackson Jimenez, second baseman, right-hander. He's got all the gear on. He's got that ankle thing going on. Tell you what, if you got gear, you're probably pretty good. So the Wildcats will have to be set here.
Leading off for the Tigers, second baseman, number 10, Jimenez.
Dirk says it a lot better than I do. Yeah, there you go. Number 10, I love it. That's exactly right. So first pitch here for Derek Shaline. Derek will throw a bunch of stuff at you. He's going to hit his spots. He's going to fool you. Let's see what we got going on here. Fastball right down the middle for strike 1. It's a good start there for Derek.
It is a good start, so that's what we want to do. Fill it up, let your defense work. I love this defensive alignment for the Cashion Wildcats. So,
yeah, Mike, you do a fantastic job for us on the stats. First pitch strike percentage for Derek is at 54%. So it's a great number. It's a number that what's the goal? What's a good number for your top rated pitchers?
I mean, overall, you'd like to have a 60% strike ratio. Obviously, you got to mix it up. You throw too many strikes in a row, first pitch, they'll start teeing you off. So that 54, anything 50 above, but not getting too high is probably right. So.
Dirk, you're going to stay on the mic for us today? No headset, huh? Okay. All right.
He's trying to live inside a little bit. Like to see him kind of use a little bit more of the plate. So we'll see if he can straighten this out right here.
3-1. It's going to be a slow chopper. Preston Cotter with the glove. Throw easily in time. Ryder Likens comes back off the bag. He says that'll be out number 1. So good work there for Shaline starting off here. And no one better than Preston Cotter, the senior, at third base.
Number 21, Hughes.
All right, so batting 2-hole here. Cooper Hughes, the pitcher, number 21. Another righty here for Coach Heaven.
The wind is blowing towards the left field pole, so blowing kind of in a little bit. It's pretty stout, actually. So
our umpire comes up with strike 1 on that first pitch call. So Derek getting ahead on another batter here, 0-1. That one's in the dirt off the plate.
There's one thing Derek's going to do. He's going to live low. He knows ground balls are his friend. He's kind of a slow and low type guy. So we'll need some help down at the plate from Mr. Nabavi.
He'll have to figure it out. 1-1, coming back outside, almost gets the corner. They'll go 2-1. Good spot there. I like that. And again, as we always do, we're in the first inning, so we'll try to figure out this umpire zone. We have a fantastic view up here. That one's going to be another chopper. That one will go foul this time, as that one will be careened in by my man, Preston Cotter.
Man, I love those ceremonial jerseys. I think those look cool with everybody wearing the same number 10 out there. So, and the 2-2.
Woo, big shot, left side. That's going to hit the gap. That'll be a roller past Gump. Bad angle there by the sophomore. He'll hit his cut, and that'll be a stand-up double there for Hughes.
I think with a better angle, that's a single. I mean, it's a base hit all day long, but I think with a better angle, that's definitely a single. But it'll definitely. Sorry, I was letting Dirk.
You just keep talking. You don't have to worry about him. Right. We keep talking. He keeps talking. We're good. So
runner on second base, unfortunately. So.
That'll bring up 3-hole hitter number 8, shortstop Tuttle, and Wildcats. Getting pressed here already here at top of 1. Runner at second base with 1 out. That one is just missed, just low. It's definitely across the plate there. It hit the outer half, so that'll go up for ball 1.
So I'm looking at the outfield. Left fielder playing a little farther back than you see in center and in right.
Well, that wind will definitely carry, so if anything put up in the air, we'll have a chance to work that way. You'll get the strike there. Again, we appreciate you guys joining us here on Cashion Wildcats TV, powered by Squirtle, free of charge. Big thanks to our fantastic sponsors that make this free of charge, and appreciate you guys joining one of the top streaming services here in the state of Oklahoma. 1-1, little wheel route has a chance. Good job there by Cooper and Derek as Jimenez hits back, Hughes will come back and make it safe to second base. That sun there is setting, so if you're on the right side, if you're a Ryder Likens or hey, that's my Diet Coke, man. My God. I wasn't done with it. Coke. Dirk. That one will hit off the turf. Nathan Nababi's trying to find it. It'll roll back. That one was a
wild pitch.
That came off the turf and went straight high. It came as high as the press box. That had some wicked action on it. Nabavi came back and was finally able to get it, I think with the help of the pitcher Derek Shaline. But that'll move the base runner over to third base. So 2-1 count. Wildcats going to try to leave that Tiger at third. That one goes straight up. Brody Nichols, Ryder Likens are having a little conversation. And,
That's one where the freshman he's a first baseman. When a shortstop calls it, he needs to let him have it. But lucky enough, he's a little bit taller than Cooper there and was able to snag it.
Ryder had just a little bit on him. So watching from home, that ball in the wind worked from first base side over towards the pitching mound. Cooper Frazee, the junior, came racing in, called it. Ryder Likens had the glove, though, gets the out. And with 2 outs, that brings up the 4-hole hitter, Tristan Moore.
Nice job by Nabavi blocking that low. He might have to do that the whole rest of the evening if Derek's going to live down there. So
well, that's all right. I mean, as long as he knows what he's got to know. You can have it, brother. We have it right here. All right, so a 1-0 here for Tristan
Oh,
Moore.
there's a pickoff move.
Did he get him?
Oh, it was really, really close.
Oh, and that's where that righty comes into play. So third base runner Cooper Hughes gets back in time. That's a couple of pick moves that he's extremely close on. So with 1-0, 2 outs, that leaves Moore, the third baseman, number 12. Up to bat. Breaking ball drops in. He'll get the called strike. Nice work there by Derek. And we'll go count 1-1. Or 2. It should be 1. Did he get the count?
No, it's a first.
Yeah.
I have 1-1.
Yeah. Scoreboard. Yeah, trust our scoreboard, please.
Right.
So 1-1, runner at third. Top of one. Wildcats trying to get this third out to strand a Tiger. That one will be chopped towards first base. Ryder Likens lets it get one more hop. Says hello and gets the out. That'll be number 3 as the Tigers are retired. And now we'll move to bottom of 1 here for the Cashion Wildcats as they look to put some runs on the score. So, hey, Mike, first inning. Thoughts on Derek on the mound?
Man, I mean, he gave up that double that was squared up pretty good, and I could have done without the wild pitch that brings him to third. But other than that, effective. Low, getting your ground balls. Obviously, the pop-up was a little bit of an adventure, but, hey, no harm, no foul. There's a lot of emotions going on out there. If you can put a 0 spot up in that first inning with everything that's going on, I think it's a success nonetheless. So.
Absolutely. So, Wildcats, again, this year have kind of mixed the offense and defense. Coach Mounts in interviews with Dirk has offered up that this team is probably not as much of an offensive threat as past years, but defensively, the Wildcats pitching haven't been deeper ever in the last few years since Mounts has been here. So it's been kind of a mix here for the Wildcats. They've put a ton of runs, and I expect them to do the same here against starting pitcher Cooper Hughes. Wildcats, though, have been slow starters in every single game.
I mean, it was even yesterday, Tuesday, when we played OCA, that was a 21-1 ball game, but they only scored 1 run in the first. So it wasn't, and when you went to the second, you're thinking, this is interesting, but they definitely broke it up. Broke it open there in the second inning. So
yeah, it's almost like that second turn look at the pitcher is the one that does it. So for the Tigers in the field, it'll be Cooper Hughes, number 21, the right-hander on the bump. Behind the plate will be Rylan Talent, the catcher. First base, Jared Whitmore, number 4. Second base, Jackson Jimenez. Third base, Tristan Moore. In the at shortstop, we've got Ashton Tuttle. And then the outfield, working from left to right, left fielder Kaizen Whitehead, center fielder Avery Wolf, and right fielder Aaron Hall, I believe. Actually, let me make sure and get that name right. It is Addison Hall. I apologize. And DHing will be in the 5-hole will be number 32, Dalton Whedon. No E's.
No E's. So, as what you want to be when he was the DH, right? You would think a defensive guy would be no E's, right?
That's right. That's exactly right. Well, we appreciate you guys again joining us here on an extra special Thursday night of baseball, the first night opening round of the first annual Brexton Green Memorial Baseball Tournament. Again, winners earlier were Fort Broxton, Okarche. They'll be facing off with each other tomorrow, and the Wildcats, hopefully, if we win, will face off against Dibble tomorrow night at 6:30. Leading off for the Wildcats will be Cooper Frazee, right-hander. We'll be up to bat. Cooper on the season. It's been fantastic. Again, 317 average, 19 hits. He'll take first pitch for ball 1.
Hey, I love it. Even the alumni up here, wear it. There's a standard there.
Got a lot of guys that have won a lot of baseball games hanging around here. Frazee will take fastball up top for ball 2, 2-0. Frazee, again, 19 hits. He's got 15 RBIs in that leadoff position. We'll take third pitch inside up top for a little chin music for 3-0. So we're going to move this count up to 99.77 here, first or third, or a 3-0 strike count. Oh, we didn't get it there. So auto take for Frazee doesn't matter. And he goes to first base on 4 straight balls.
Well, there you go. You want to be a leadoff, getting it done, finding a way on.
So Chance Acord, 2-hole hitter for the Wildcats. Chance batting .264 on the season. Has 14 hits and 10 RBIs. He's got 2 home runs. As Cooper Frazee with a good lead there on the back move. So I don't predict a bunt here, but Chance has bunted this season.
Right. He leads the Wildcats in walks. So if you saw 4 straight the last at bat, I'm sure you're definitely going to be taking a little bit, being a little more selective.
That one is down low. So 6 straight balls. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not 6 straight. I apologize. There was a strike in there. My apologies. 1-1. Frazee at first base. On deck for the Wildcats is our man, the lone senior on this team, Preston Cotter. The other senior, Camden Maroney, decided to chase the smaller white ball. And I tell you what, did you all have a tournament today? Did you all win to get another championship?
I got 4th today.
You got 4th today. The Wildcat men's golf team ranked 4th in Class 2A. Again, that's all we do here at Cashion America is win. And we don't do it just in 2 sports. We do it in 10 sports. Wildcat golf team doing fantastic, led by senior Camden Maroney and senior Max Brown. 2-1 here for Chance Acord. No run. We'll come back inside. So, based on what I've seen here with Hughes, he's trying to work that inside pitch quite a bit.
It's been in and up, so you just got to keep an eye on it, watch that of his hand, and I think if you can look for something else, you'll be all right. But Chance never. He's going to at least go 3-2 before the walk. He's going to get his money's worth.
3-1. So. I'm telling you, if you do scout on Chance, that 3-1 count is an absolute home run attempt. So full count. Wildcats looking to move runners. We'll come back inside, ball 4. So second straight walk, and Wildcats have runners at first and second with the senior Preston Cotter up to bat.
Walk number 19 for Chance Acord on the season, so he'll increase that total. Still leading the team.
Yeah, absolutely. A Chance right now, 458 on-base percentage. Preston Cotter, the third baseman, the home run leader on the team. He's got 3 on the season. Also in there with RBIs with 22. Actually, he's got 4 home runs. I apologize. Batting .375, and so a perfect spot here for Coach Mounts and your senior in the 3-hole. A little conversation here as the catcher Ryland Talent with runners at first and second. Looks like first baseman's up. They're expecting a bunt. I'm not sure what to think about that. That's a big hack, left center, it's straight up. Tagging up is Cooper Frazee. It's in and out of the glove of the left fielder. That'll be E7, and the Wildcats will have bases loaded with Derek Shaline up to bat.
So Chance thought that was a can of corn. He went back to first base to make sure he tagged up, and he really had to get on his horse to get to second before that ball was thrown in, and he definitely accomplishes that. So
we've seen the wind come into play here as there was a pop-up for the Wildcats when they were in the field. That one worked back. Ryder Likens was able to get that out. And here the left fielder, that's Kaizen Whitehead. It looked like a wind was aided, but it came in and out of his glove. Right. And so it looked like it was a tough play, but someone, we would probably think he should have made. And so it'll be E7 there against, and we'll have a pitching change.
We will have a pitching change already. So that was a total of 11 pitches. So 8 balls, 3 strikes, and unfortunately, the bases are loaded after the 2 walks in the air. So,
well, let's leave it here as Whitmore, the first baseman, will be coming to the mound. He took his sleeve off. We'll get his glove. It looks like he is a righty as well. Here in the tournament, here in a situation with Coach Heaven, he's probably, I guess he knows his players obviously better than anybody else.
Right.
What's the value of making a quick switch like this?
I guess you're not digging too big of a hole. If you thought this was maybe you're still trying to win a tournament, if this is your ace guy, hey, nobody else is going to come in and shut the door than your ace. So he's still going for the W regardless of the start. So, all
right. So as Jared Whitmore gets to the mound, big kid could probably play offensive line here for the Cashion Wildcats. He's got some good speed, looking good motion. Anything you're picking up here as we're taking a look at the new pitcher coming in?
No, he's just kind of slinging it. You almost have to be straight on. It does a little bit better. So you have to be. He's just he's not really striding down the mound. He's just kind of slinging it.
Nick Nababi's trying to figure out. Nick, how was practice today, buddy?
We didn't have practice.
How was lifting? I'm sorry.
It was good.
That was good. All right. 68.
So that's about right. For what you're seeing. So.
All right, so number 3, Kaizen Whitehead moves to first base. We've got a lot of shifts. Mike will have to figure that out. That's not my cup of tea. Wildcats will hustle back out as the bases are loaded We've got Preston Cotter, who reaches on error at first base. Chance Acord and Cooper Frazee at second and third reaching on walk. And that brings up my man, Derek Shaline. What can you say about Derek leading the team in average at .436? Also up there with hits at 24. So no one better than Derek Shaline, the junior, in the four-hole batting for the Wildcats.
I'm kind of hoping he has a 320 runners in scoring position average.
Look at you.
Like to see that go up right
Man,
here,
look at those numbers. Bringing it, Mike. All right, bases loaded. Inside fastball, strike or a ball one. Again, no outs here, bottom of one. Wildcats, the bugaboo. We talked about it all season. I'm going to keep talking about it. Base runners left on.
Right.
So that'll inside. Good call there by the umpire. 2-0.
For a kid that's looking away, that's running these inside pitches in isn't going to help that cause. So we'll see if he makes an adjustment right here.
Derek Shaline fouls that one off in a good spot. You can tell Derek is trying to work the right side here.
He's trying to put something on that right side, guarantee the score of the run. So
with no outs, auto tag there by Cooper Frazee on anything in the air. Derek Shaline, anything in the grass is going to score two with the speed on the base path. That's down low for ball three. 31. And Derek with the green light. Let's see what happens here. Most likely a fastball.
I'd like to see him get his hands extended here and put a charge in something and get it past this infielder.
Oh, so Derek picks his head up, looking the outfield. That one is low and away. So full count.
Here we go. Win the battle. Win the battle, D.
3-2. And that one's fouled off, so Derek Shaline stays alive, getting a piece of that one as that one rolls around on the turf.
I mean, it is a heavy dose on the inside half here for sure. So,
do you think that's on purpose by Coach Heaven with his pitching staff?
I think it is. Pete wants to see if he can get some jam shots. So
chopper to two, that'll score run, force it two on the fielder's choice. Double play is not on, he's safe, and that'll be an RBI for Derek Shaline.
So, hey, hit the ball the right side. That's what you wanted to do no matter what. And we score, and the Cashion Wildcats are on the board.
So do we count that as a fielder's choice?
Nope. Unfortunately, that is sorry. It is a fielder's choice, second to short. But unfortunately, it will go against his batting average, but it'll be an RBI nonetheless. So.
All right. So I guess that is Carson Gump. I had to take a second there to take a look. I thought maybe that was a Kyle Yao sighting there for a sec. So runners at first and third here. Wildcats do get the run. Inside pitch. It looks like hit by pitch. It is. So Carson Gump, first pitch, trots to first base, and we got bases loaded for your home run guy, Hunter Gibson.
And there was a courtesy runner that came in for Derek Shaline.
Okay.
So Max Higdon standing at second base over there.
Love it. Big old Max double X. Outside pitch up top for ball one. And this game is moving along. So bases loaded. Hunter Gibson on the season, 229. He's got 11 hits. He's got 3 home runs, including 12 RBIs. Hunter can hit for power. Looks like we got a ball. They don't know where it's at.
Threw back to try to pick off Cooper, and he's going to score, and everybody's going to move up 90 feet. So.
All right. So with that, Chance Acord comes in to score.
Is that what it was? I'm going to call it an attempted pickoff, so it's going to be on the catcher, error on the catcher. Right.
Big hits!
There you go.
Hunter Gibson will drop grass, left center. That'll score 1. Here comes Carson Gump. That'll score 2. And the Wildcats staying hot.
Nice.
Here, the bottom of 1. So credit Hunter Gibson sitting on that fastball as Jared Whitmore kept working inside, put one across the plate. And Hunter Gibson made him pay. We'll have a little conversation here. Carson Gump comes around. Hunter will have a little of a reprieve as Mounts will burn his pinch runners here. And that looks like Justin. Is that Justin Silva? I don't know.
Man,
Austin
we're never
Compton.
going to know with everybody wearing the same number. Not like it helps me any other day either, but.
All right, so with that, Brody Nichols will come in with the score 4-0. Runners at first base, pinch running for Hunter Gibson. That one's outside for ball 1. Back pick. And, nice work there by the Cashion base runner.
We need the girls back up here to help us out who this is. I'm going to say it's Austin Compton. I think you're right.
Okay. So Gump, who came in, hit by pitch, able to get that fourth run. It'll be, again, Nichols on the year, 190. Drops in. That's loose. Compton goes nowhere. Nichols has worked his way back in. He's had a couple of crucial hits. Has been able to get on. Has 4 hits on the season. 4 RBIs. And on-base percentage of .393. So, again, 2-1 here for Nichols. Woof. Austin Compton getting stuck in the turf. Fortunate there as the turf monster grabbed up and took a hold of him. But pick move was up high. That one struck to Nichols past the second baseman. That'll move Compton to 2 as Mounts will hold him up. He'll actually move as the ball goes to right field. The throw will come in. And well done there by Brody Nichols putting the ball in play. I'm not sure how you want to score that.
I think he hit it just to the left. I guess as we're looking at it, to the right of the second base, enough to make that a hard play. So I'm not going to call that a routine play. I'm definitely going to call that a line drive single.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, we're not as difficult as Dirk is. Dirk is putting a scoreboard like it's USA Baseball. But with runners at first and third, that'll bring up Parker Atkinson, the junior DH. Parker has been coming on as of late. In fact, all the way up to .296 batting average. He's got 8 hits, 6 RBIs. He's had a couple of doubles that have been in crucial time. First and third, Nichols on the runner. Is that indifference? Catcher's indifference?
That's a defensive indifference.
Defensive indifference. I'm learning.
Lets him have second base. So.
All right. So runner does make his way to third or to second is Brody Nichols. And so with first base open, Parker Atkinson, anything right side will definitely put in another run. That one will go outside. We'll get the called strike.
That was a little bit further out than what we'd seen, but hey, let's establish that zone here in the first. So.
Yeah, Parker's been aggressive on first pitch all season. He's going to stay aggressive here, 0-2. See what happens here. That's
it did hit him. He stood in there like a statue, and he got him just on the elbow. Verden coach is going to ask, "Are you sure?"
Yeah,
you
know,
sure?
I got to tell you, if I take my Wildcat glasses off, there was a little bit of action there as
I would think so,
as
too.
Atkinson saw it coming in. I think he was initially wanting to move away. Then he was like, "No, let me just hold my ground," and it nicked his elbow. He'll get the first base. There's really not much to say there. As we'll have a little conference here. Nathan Nabavi, 9-hole hitter, catcher for the Wildcats up to bat. So Wildcats have gone walk, E7, fielder's choice, hit by pitch, hit by pitch. And with 1 out, Nabavi will have a chance to take a hack here. I don't believe the bunt is on here right now.
I don't think so. They're going to let him swing away here.
So with 1 out, bases loaded. Right-hander takes first pitch strike.
That was so obviously Whitmore he's using both sides of the plate on purpose because that was right down the middle.
He sure was.
So.
Nabavi should have taken a hack at that knowing it was going to happen. 0-1 here, bases loaded. Drops in for strike 2.
That was a nice little breaking ball right there.
So Whitmore kind of warming up here a little bit. 0-2, runners on every base, bases loaded. Up top for ball 1.
That's done brutal on the right side right now. So if Nathan's going to drive it, he might have extra bases just putting it over there by the right fielder.
Well, he needs to be thinking right side. 1-2, delivery up top. It drops in for strike 3. Nabavi walks his way out of the box. And that's what we talk about. You're going to get first pitch fastball. I mean, you're going to waste an opportunity. So first K, second out, backwards variety. And that'll bring up Cooper Frazee, top of the lineup here with bases loaded and 2 outs.
There you go. We talked about leaving people on. We need Cooper to come through right here.
Way ahead, so strike 1.
So Cooper Frazee on the year has 3 2-out RBIs. So I'd like to see him add to that total.
Foul ball will move the count to 0-1. That one struck and swung on early again, 0-2.
Right. It's funny. It's a really slow delivery, but then the whip, and then it is kind of surprisingly a whole lot faster than what his delivery shows. So
0-2, 2 outs, bases loaded. Wildcats up already 4-0. They're going to look for the check swing. They say no, so that'll be ball 1.
So here we go, the 1-2.
Big hit, center field, deep. And at the pole, it'll be caught. So Cooper Frazee hit that one well. Wind kind of held it up a little bit. That'll be out number 3. Wildcats strand 3 as we move to top of 2. Wildcats up 4-0. We'll go to timeout. Be right back.
For 31 years and counting, Community State Bank has taken great pride in being your hometown bank. With branches located in Cashion, Dover, and Hennessy, CSB strives to reflect the small-town hospitality these communities are known for. Our friendly staff is here to serve you and provide one of the best banking experiences around, equipping our customers with the latest in banking technology combined with a personal, down-home relationship. Come into one of our local branches or visit us at www.mycsb.com. Community State Bank, small-town banking, the way it should be. Member FDIC.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers.
Talk about a win-win.
Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Cashion FBC is a church seeking to grow in Christ and our love for the body of Christ. With ministries from children to youth to adults, we strive to present the gospel in an engaging and meaningful way. Sunday school meets at 9:45 a.m. and worship starts at 11 a.m. Children and youth meet on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Please check our website at cashionfbc.org for more information, and we hope to see you this Sunday, located a half-mile east of Cashion.
All right, welcome back to Cashion Wildcat Television, production of Cashion Wildcat Baseball 2023. As the Cashion Wildcats here in Lance Beitler Field taking on the Verden Tigers. It is the first annual Brexton Green Memorial Baseball Tournament. The Wildcats here in the nightcap. Winner here will take on Dibble, and it's the Wildcats striking quick, 4-0 here as we move to top of 2. Leading off here, top of 2 for the Tigers is number 32, DH Dalton Whedon, right-hander. Takes first pitch ball.
Well, I thought it looked pretty good right there, but said it just didn't curl in enough on the inner part of the plate.
Little smile there by Whedon. That one is hit to short. Cooper Frazee on the two-hopper. Throw is in time as Ryder Likens will make the squeeze, and that'll be out number 1. So 6-3. Wildcats doing great work on the defensive side in the first inning. They got a couple of ground outs and a pop, only allowing 1 hit. And they continue that here as we move to the, looks like the 6-hole hitter number 4, Jaron Whitmore, pitching now for the Tigers.
So pitcher versus pitcher matchup. Hey, this pitching staff, you mentioned it earlier, what they've been able to accomplish. We have a 1.69 ERA as a team.
No, staff, one of those. You might have to have a Wi-Fi code.
So the 1-0, that ball was down.
Right.
That ball will be down as well.
2-0 here for my man Derek. 1 out. A little conversation there by the first base coach there for the Tigers. That one's crossed the plate for strike 1. Nice recovery there by Derek, not letting this one get out to 3-0. He hasn't gotten too far behind.
He hasn't.
Thus far. Comes right back.
Say that, and he goes a little bit outside to go 3-1. Derek on the year, Ks per batter faced, 18%. So 18% of the time he's going to get a strikeout. Let's see if he can battle back here.
Big hit to third. Cotter with a little bit of bobble, plenty of time. And the arm strength on display as Preston Cotter absolutely throws a missile down to the first base, and that'll be out number 2 as the Wildcats working that infield defense. That'll bring up the 7-hole hitter now. Kaizen Whitehead, left fielder, number 3. Another right-hander here for Coach Even.
So 2 up, 2 down right there. Let's see if Derek can make it 1-2-3.
He gets first pitch inside. We can hear the umpire here. So 1-0. Again, that's four outs here already in 2 innings. Actually 1 2/3 in terms of ground outs. So great work there by the left side defense. And we'll have a time call here as Kaizen Whitehead will have a little conversation.
I think we were just still trying to figure out what the pitch call was going to be coming in. Now everybody's got their sign. They're ready to go.
That one's in the turf, a ball 2. You know, I love the elastic pants jogger look. I don't know. I'm more of I guess I like either the short pants or just the standard straight leg pants. Ooh, gets the corner there for strike one.
That's where he's wanting to live, is out there low. So,
and that's the thing about baseball. You can kind of flex a little bit of style, a little bit, your own personal feel as you're out there. 2-1. That one's hit over or out at second base. Brody Nichols says, "I got this, no problem," and that'll be out number 3 on the little line out to 4. And so the Wildcats take care of business here, sending them down 1, 2, and 3. We move to bottom of 2. The Wildcats up 4-0, looking to add to that total. We'll be right back right after this.
Oklahoma Career Tech's been serving up skills to doers just like you for over 100 years.
But this ain't your great Grammys and Pop Tech school.
Oklahoma's favorite place to learn new skills keeps learning new tricks. Everyone knows the best way to learn is to do it yourself. Sir, you okay? Because you shouldn't have to wait to do what you love. Whatever you choose to do you.
Oklahoma Career Tech.
All right, welcome back to Lance Beitler Field in beautiful Cashion, Oklahoma, where it's your Wildcats taking on the Tigers here in the first annual inaugural Brexton Green Memorial Tournament. I'm Neiman Abavi, Mike Shaline bringing you the action, Dirk Fippen on the PA, and we're glad to have you here as the Wildcats in the nightcap up 4-0 as we move to bottom of 2. Mike, we've already had a pitching change, and that's been pretty successful for Coach Heaven as the Wildcats stranded another 3 in the last inning, but they did get 4. As the Wildcats will be starting off with Chance Acord. Are we going to see a little bit of the same, or what do you expect?
Oh, I think this guy throws a little more heat, so I think you're definitely going to want to time it up here. I think they were trying to throw us off with something a little slower and then do a change of speed, throwing in the second guy. But when the bases are already loaded, there's some damage that can already be done no matter what happens. Originally, we scored a run without the ball even leaving the infield. So
I was lost. Thankfully we got a little explanation on that one. So Wildcats here leading off with Chance Acord will show bunt. And that one is outside as he pulls back, so ball 1. So that's I like that. No adjustments here. We've got a little bit of movement from the corners, but not a whole lot. Again, Acord definitely can hit the ball. He'll go and take a cut. That will go up over his head. So 2-0. I kind of liked how he rebounded. He was able to get Nabavi, was throwing strikes, had a couple breaking balls that dropped in, and was able to draw Cooper Frazee into a line out to center field. That one is in the dirt, so that'll be 3-0. Let's see if Chance can stay off and go auto take on this.
Well, it looks like Whitmore's a little more comfortable out of the stretch than out of the windup. So it's his choice. He doesn't have to pitch like that. So
that one's up top, so 4 straight balls.
So Chance adding to the walk number 20 on the air.
Number 10, third baseman, Preston Cotter.
So that'll bring up senior Preston Cotter, and we'll have another conversation at the mound as Chance Acord will come on over from first base and have his chance to catch up with Coach Mounts. Coach Heaven, I guess maybe he staffs his team, his games. I don't know, but well, at this moment, it looks like we're going to go ahead and keep Whitmore out there. Actually, no, it looks like Whitmore may be coming off, so we'll have another change at pitcher. Looks like it will be, I don't know who it's going to be, but we'll take a look. Looks like it may be number 21 or maybe number 3. I don't know. We may have some change up here. So it actually may be number 3, Kaizen Whitehead, who was at first base. So Coach Heaven already making some changes here. We'll go to a timeout. We'll be right back right after this.
Absolute Pools, Lawns, and Landscape is not your ordinary pool builder. From traditional to exotic and anything in between, our staff offers paramount quality and service through the entire design and build process. We provide service to the entire OKC metro and surrounding towns. So relax, knowing our team is wholeheartedly committed to building a trusting and lasting relationship with you. Visit us on Facebook or give us a call today at 405-285-9729. Absolute Pools, Lawns, and Landscape.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
All right, welcome back to Lance Beitler Field, Cashion, Oklahoma. Wildcat Baseball tonight, brought to you by Squirtle and CWTV. Appreciate you guys joining us. Neiman Abavi and my man Mike Shaline as the Wildcats ranked number 8 in Class 2A, 15-4, taking on the Verden Tigers here in the evening game, the nightcap of the inaugural Brexton Green Memorial Baseball Tournament. Wildcats already up 4-0 here over the visiting Verden Tigers as we are in the bottom of 2. And Coach Heaven and the Tigers, 6-8 on the season, will be working to get their third pitcher of the day in. It's definitely short staffing a lot of this as we may get every single Tiger to pitch tonight. So it'll be number 3, right-hander Kaizen Whitehead. Kaizen was in left field, moved to first base, and now will be on the mound for the Tigers. Again, the Tigers down by Anadarko, about an hour-and-a-half drive from out from southwestern Oklahoma. A lot of good athletics down there in southwest side of the state. So this will be Preston Cotter up to bat with Chance Acord at first base. He'll take first pitch. That'll be rolling around. That'll be an easy stolen base there by Chance Acord as he moves to second base. Again, Preston Cotter batting .375 on the season, second only to Derek Shaline. 500 on-base percentage, 21 hits, 22 RBIs. He's going to have a chance to get another one here if he gets a hold of one. That'll be inside. That'll be hit by pitch. So that'll be the third hit by pitch, or fourth time maybe. That is our third hit by pitch. So that'll move Preston Cotter to first, and that'll bring up junior Derek Shaline up to bat.
See if he didn't like the heavy dose of the inside stuff the first time around. Let's see if he sees something and get his hands extended on here.
That's a
wait on it, son. Wait on it.
He was way ahead. That's all right. Strike one. I'd much rather have that than watch a fastball come down the middle. So that's just my personal opinion. You don't have to agree with it. But Derek Shaline moving to 0-1. Derek, again, fantastic year, 436 average, 14 RBIs, 1 home run, 24 hits. It's got 5 doubles. Let's see if we can get another one here.
He wants it too bad here, so he needs to be a little more patient. So
0-2 for Shaline. Definitely way ahead.
For sure. Let the ball travel or you're going to be making that long walk back to the dugout.
That one will be outside, so that'll be 1-2. No way that Derek was going to be going and chasing after that one. Appreciate you guys joining us. Great crowd out here today. Stands are full out here celebrating Brexton Green, Cashion Wildcats. That one's off the handle. Acord will run by it. Throw is not in time. It'll go by the first baseman. Chance Acord will come in to score, and that'll hold runners at first and third as the Wildcats get another run here in the second inning.
And it wasn't pretty, but he kind of put it just exactly where he needed to be and just barely legged it out.
So Derek will get a courtesy runner there, and that'll be sophomore Max Higdon. Max playing a little first base. He's played in the outfield. Definitely love seeing Max out there. Big kid's done some pitching here for the Wildcats as well. So with that, that'll bring up Carson Gump. Carson last at bat was a hit by pitch. He did score a run. So with runners on the corners, no outs, sophomore will get a sign. Hey, we've seen Carson load up on a bunt this year. Let's see what happens here. He might have a take on most likely.
So let's see if anybody's going to wait long enough on this guy. We're just all going to pull the ball all day. Yep, that seems to be the case. So let the ball travel.
I'm shocked that we didn't have a take there to get Max down to first.
That would have been the smart play for sure.
We'll see what happens. Max is asking for the sign. He says, come on. 0-1.
The sign is go.
He goes that time, pitch inside, fakes the throw. The catcher, good work by him, Ryland Talent, but that is a stolen base, or that's a defensive indifference. My apologies.
Sorry, Max.
Yeah, that's right. So 1-1 here. And that last pitch of the ball. That one will be a chopper towards third. Play's going to go to first in time. That'll be out number 1, but it'll be an RBI as Preston Cotter comes in. Nice work there. And give credit to the third baseman there, Tristan Moore. He was trying to see if he had a chance at home and had a great arm going over to first base.
He almost pumped it like, well, but no, I'll go get the out over at first. So
is that considered a fielder's choice?
It is not. It is just he threw across the diamond to first, so it is an RBI.
Okay. That's off the glove of the catcher. Max Higdon, I apologize, will stay at third.
And Mounts is going to give him a little bit of a talk about, hey, let's get down the line and you can put the brakes on. You don't have to necessarily have to take some steps back to third immediately.
Exactly. 1-0. Big hit. Gibson going high, sky high to left field. And that will be caught. Tag. Higdon will come in. So nice work there on the sac fly to left field. Give another RBI to my man Hunter Gibson. Wildcats have 2 outs, but another run, and that'll bring up freshman Brody Nichols.
So sac fly doing a job, sending it out there, scoring the run. And that's why that does not affect your batting average, because you're helping your team with the sac fly.
That'll be a strike there. First pitch down the middle. Fastball, 0-1 here for Brody Nichols. Nichols' last at bat was we'll call it a hit past the second baseman, diving second baseman. This one's going to go towards short. 2-hopper in the glove, and it'll be in time. So give credit to Nichols. He's put the ball in play, but credit to the defense there, Tuttle, the shortstop, making the 6-3 put out. And that'll end it, but the Wildcats do put up 2. Or put up 3, I apologize, and lead 7-0. We'll go to timeout, be right back right after this.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
All right, welcome back. Cashion Wildcats TV, production of Cashion Wildcat Baseball 2023. Neiman Abavi, Mike Shaline bringing you tonight's action as the Wildcats here in the nightcap of the Brexton Green Memorial Tournament, taking on the Verden Tigers down from southwest Oklahoma. Wildcats through 2 innings, up 7-0 as we move to the top of 3. Derek Shaline on the mound's done a great work as he's only given up 1 hit, but no runs, which is the most important stat. Mike, thus far, Derek going into third, you see him getting stronger?
No, it's kind of strange. He's pitched 28 pitches through 2 innings, 14 balls, 14 strikes. So we're going to call it awkwardly effective. You're just keeping the batters off kilter enough to wonder if you're going to walk them or not. But he's getting the job done enough, throwing enough strikes, getting some ground balls, and his defense is definitely strong for him again today. So,
all right. So Wildcats will work it around, and that'll bring up number 6. And that is Rylan Talent.
Number 6, Rylan Talent.
Rylan is the catcher here, a little right-hander for the Coach Heaven and the Tigers. Cashion have had a lot of grounders to that left side. That will be up top for ball 1. Just misses. Good spot there for Derek.
Derek, when he's up, it's usually because he's not getting as far out on his release as he could. We tell him to get out in front.
Comes back inside. Ball 2.
Derek working from the left, or from, I guess as you're looking at it, on the right side of the pitcher's plate.
That's up top for ball 3. So 3-0 for Derek Shaline against Talent. For the Tigers, it's 8-9-1. So on deck is 9-hole hitter Avery Wolf. See if Derek can get the strike here. He does.
There's your automatic.
So 3-1 here is Derek working a little bit of tempo now.
He is. That's fine if he'll focus on what he's supposed to do.
He gets Talent to swing. That's going to go over the press box. Fouled off for strike 2. So full count, working back. Good work there by the junior pitcher. He's got a chance here to get a K or maybe a little ground out. And that will be low for ball 4.
Can't. It's harder to dig yourself a 3-0 hole and come back. If you're going to throw that pitch, let's make sure you're a little bit further up in the count.
So Derek on the day thus far has given up 1 hit and now 1 walk. And I'll bring up Avery Wolf, 9-hole hitter number 1, center fielder with runner at first base. So Tigers looking to try to cut into that 7-0 Cashion lead. So we get a little move here. We sure do. Right there, and he heard it from the dugout. Right idea.
Derek prides himself on his pickup move, so we'll see.
No outs here. Top of 3. We have a base runner here for the Tigers. Little bunt coming off. Nabavi out of his gloves. Got a chance on the stolen base opportunity, and he's knocked down. So Nabavi almost baiting the runner with a little bobble in the glove.
Exactly what it
and
was.
I wouldn't doubt that Nathan did that on purpose, but gets the base runner. That's a Ryland Talent out. So we'll get the 1 out there on the board. And that'll leave Avery Wolf working 1-0 with nobody on. He'll chop that one straight up. Derek Shaline working to get that on the first base line. Will come back and just in and out of his glove. That's a tough play. I think he found it just a little too late. Right. And that is right at the spot where the shadow of the press box literally hits the field.
It is. That's tough.
That's a tough situation. I know it looks routine for a lot of us out there, but I promise you, not as easy as it looks. So with the foul, or I guess with the foul, the count moves to should be 0.
Should be 1-1.
1-1. That one will be a bunt down the left base side, and it will go foul.
And not by much. That thing died. I thought it was going to stay on the line, and Preston Cotter, Johnny on the spot, picking it up when it just went foul.
Well, at that moment, you're not going to make the throw, so you better start blowing on the ball to move it across the line, and it did. So if it was dirt out here, that thing was probably stuck in the dirt. But for the Wildcats, we're fortunate to have the turf. Moves the count to 1-2, 1 out here against Wolf. Oh, is it 2 and 2? I apologize, 2 and 2.
I have 1-2.
Yeah, I do have 1-2 as well. Yes. Okay. Good. Thank you. Fastball, check swing. He did. So we've talked about this all season. Mike's taught you. He said that you're not going to get that check swing call if that field ump is at second base. With nobody on, that makes the stolen base important here.
Right, absolutely.
It's funny how the game works like that.
It does. So you get him on, it just gives Nathan a chance to throw him out at 2, and now you're going to get a check swing. So making Nathan doing a lot of the work. We'll give him credit for both those outs this inning. So
strikeout number 1 for Derek. He'll get first pitch strike here against top of the lineup, number 10, Jackson Jimenez, second baseman. Jackson earlier in the game in the first inning grounded out 5-3. Wildcats trying to hold on to the shutout here in the top of 3. Fastball swung, miss. Great speed there by Derek. Moves the count to 0-2.
They're telling him he's way early. So we'll see if Derek throws him something even slower here.
0-2, 2 outs. He tried to. That one hung up there, didn't move. It almost even continued to float up like a rise ball. But that'll be ball number 1. Derek have a rise ball in his
He doesn't. His sister does, but he does not. So.
Definitely a softball pitch. 1-2. That one's outside. Does not get Jimenez to swing.
So still even here. You got a pitch to play with, but you'd rather not take it 3-2. So we'll see where he goes.
Deuce is wild. Up top.
Oh, man, now Nathan's just
the field up wanted no part of that as he turned his back. He said, I'm not even looking.
Son, there's got to be a swing for there to be a check swing.
Full count. Fastball in the corner. It's another K. Absolute fantastic pitch there by Derek Shaline. Gets his second K in a row, the backwards variety. That'll end it as the Tigers are held scoreless, and we move to bottom of 3. Wildcats, I'm liking them. They're having a little bit more fun. I know Coach even was like, hey, man. I'll tell you what, kudos to the ump, though. His zone has been consistent, and we've seen him before. That's been his spot in the past, and we could see it here. We complain, and we know when we're lucky. That was a good pitch by Derek as it just got the front corner.
I like the gamesmanship from the coach. He comes down here and has a conversation. As he walks by, he looks at home plate as if like kid looking at his glove like is there a hole? Just staring at home plate like is it bigger than I remember? So it was funny.
We do have the best spot here in town. Coach trust us. It was a good pitch. So we do move to bottom of 3. The Wildcats up 7-0. They put another bagel donut on the board for the Tigers. Leading off for the Wildcats will be 8-9-1. It'll be Parker Atkinson. DHing for the Wildcats on deck will be Nathan Abavi, and Cooper Frazee will be in the hole. We do have our third pitcher here for the Tigers. I thought they pulled they put the hook on Whitmore a little too quick.
I thought so too. I thought he had good stuff, and he just needed to give him a little more time.
You know, maybe it's a situation where Coach Even's like, hey, listen, I've got 2 more games here, and
right.
I want to use my pitching. I want to go win these next 2. Maybe that could be. I don't want to say Coach Even is waving the white flag or anything, and
nope.
So ball magnet Parker Atkinson
sure.
gets one to move around. He doesn't take that one. He took one off a millimeter off the elbow, get the hit by pitch in the first inning. We'll take a swing there. And this is what I do like about Atkinson, even though I'd like to keep him for him to keep his chin down on this one. He's aggressive in the box.
He is. I'd like to see him go get a hit here. So he could have worn that, but he says nope.
Drop that in for strike 2.
So here you go. Now you went from getting hit and you were on base, and now you're 1-2. So you're thinking, well, I better go get a job done.
Parker will hit that right center if you want him to. Check swing off the handle. Wow.
Parker with that right index finger. Just kind of sticking out. And I'm trying to watch when he swings. Does he bring it in? I would hope that he does.
He absolutely. I know he does. But maybe, you've got kids that have done that. They'll point their finger towards the batter or the pitcher as well. That one's up top for 2-2. There's all sorts of tricks out there. Parker front of the box here, 2-2, no outs, bottom of 3. Wildcats up 7-0. Appreciate you guys joining us. That one is outside off the turf. That'll be ball 3.
So bringing it back full.
3-2 delivery. That one is
better run.
A little blooper towards third. Play is off the glove of first baseman. Parker Atkinson will run and round towards 2. So we'll go. We'll go E. You want to go E?
Going E5.
E5. Okay. So E5 as Parker Atkinson flashing the wheels gets the second base, and that'll bring up Nathan Abavi.
I thought the first baseman did everything he could to try to pick that and.
Yeah, and it's tough. The sun's tough, even though it's not in that same spot. It's coming right back at you from home plate. Nabavi most likely will be showing bunt here, runner at 2. Let's see what happens here with a 9-hole hitter. Nabavi, he will show bunt. Too late on it. Was trying to be too fancy, and probably should have just pulled back on that, but that's okay, as that'll go foul for strike 1.
I think he thought the push bunt was going to work. Looks like we're going to have Braden Stemke is going to go run for Parker.
Braden will be, I think, he's having surgery here on Monday, I believe. So he did get an opportunity to play against tomorrow
now.
So Braden having had a chance to get at-bats against OCA. 0-1 here for Nabavi. He'll show bunt again, and he'll get hit, and that'll be a strike or a foul ball.
We'll call it foul, but, that's one of those you square, and it's heading right towards you, and not a whole lot you can do.
So 0-2, Nabavi falling back again. So let's see if he can get himself out of this with a runner at second base. Braden Stemke pinch running for Parker Atkinson. No outs for the Wildcats, looking to add to the 7-0 lead. Big hit. That's going to go past the shortstop or off of his glove. Braden Stemke will hit the brakes at third base. I think he had a chance there, but Coach Mounts held him up. I don't know how you're going to score that.
That's a single.
So we'll give Nabavi credit for that. So with that, we're back at the top of the lineup. Cooper Frazee. Frazee reaching on actually had a walk in the first inning, had a fly out in the second to center field. Runners at the corners, first and third for the Wildcats.
I think you have to take a pitch here, don't you? Let Nathan walk into second base.
Let's see what happens here. I don't know. I think you might give Cooper if he's got a pitch he like, he might be able to give him a hack. Nabavi's got a decent lead. It looks like he will go. He'll take the strike. Play is cut off by the shortstop looking for that third baseman. So Looks like
we'll
actually
be
the second
stolen base.
baseman, he had the sign. He's tipping his cap saying, what happened here? You missed your spot. So Nabavia will get to second base. Stimke stays at third, and that'll be called strike. Big hit left side. Tag up by Stimke. We'll have a chance to go. Nabavia will stay at second, and that'll be an RBI sack for Cooper Frazee.
There you go. He hit it right at him. I know he'd want to put it somewhere else, but, hey, getting the job done there.
So Wildcats playing good team baseball here, right? And, we've got runners. Let's get them in. So Wildcats will add one there on the Frazee sack to sack fly to left field. Now Bobby stays at 2, and that'll bring up Chance Acord. That one's going to be called strike.
Man. I appreciate the glove work by the catcher, but you're going to need a much longer bat to reach that.
Well, and so Coach even can give him a pat on the back on that one. 0-1 here for Acord as he scoots up and in. He'll take a chop at this one. This one will go to short off his glove. Will the throw be in time? It will be. Nabavi does advance to 3 on the 6-3 ground out, and that'll be 2 outs, and that'll bring up our man, Mr. Preston Cater.
So I do like how Verden is working the runner at second base. They have definitely practiced this and practiced it. So,
all right. So Preston Cotter on the day has got it reached on E7. That is deep. That has a chance. Yes, sir. Home run. Drop the bomb. Somebody hit the tunes as my man Preston Cotter gets home run number 4 on the season.
Woohoo! Man, that was no doubt off the bat. And he puts it right in that same house. I bet we got a half a dozen balls in that backyard, I would think. Man.
So Preston Cotter adding to his RBI total of the season. That's 23 and 24 on home run number 5 or home run number 4 of the season. And Cotter, what can you say? The kid has just been absolutely on a tear these last few weeks.
He started slow, but he's making up for it for sure.
Derek Shaline with a chopper to 3. It's danger. It is bobble. He's got a chance to beat it out. And they'll call him out.
Wheels.
So
Not with those wheels.
So 5-3 on the ground out for out number 3, but not after a huge 325-foot absolute hammer by Preston Cotter over the left center fence. Wildcats put a few more on the board, actually put 3 up more on the board as they lead 10-0.
Well, that 10-0, and we're going to the 4th. So if my math is right, if you can hold them to 0 here, it'd be a W in the win column for the Cashion Wildcats.
Wildcats, again, we've talked about it all season. In Class 2A and below, it's based on not districts but coaching, and that's because there's a lot of teams in 2A that don't have football, so there's not really set aside or permanently set districts. It's just hard.
For sure.
And so with that in mind, you got a bunch of towns that are next to each other that may play football, may not, and thus we're left with the situation where coaches have to vote.
Yes.
And so the Wildcats sitting at 8th right now, and I'm just telling you, I am Homer television through and through, but I'm also an intelligent guy, and I can tell you based on the win count, the Wildcats are number 1 in Class 2A. Based on the teams that we've beaten, it's an absolute crime that they're sitting at number 8. I'm sorry. They should be at least 4 or 5.
I'm thinking 4 or 5.
There's, and I appreciate the baseball coaches, hanging out and helping each other out, but just take a look at OSSArankings.com. Take a look at the teams we've played. The Wildcats have beaten 5A, 4A. They've worked the gamut, and certainly I do believe have a chance to have a lot of confidence going in here in the playoff season, ranking-wise or not. So
I look at those rankings, and I'm not afraid to say it. Hey, Vian's lost 5 games in a row. Then you have Calera. You look at it, who has Calera played? I think you move up at least 2 spots really fast, and then you deal with Worcester and Ampo, and I would put these kids up against Ampo anytime, and we'll get that opportunity at the end of the year.
Amen. And that happened last year. Ampo was ranked ahead of Wildcats all season. Wildcats go into the tournament quarterfinals and run rule them. It's one of those situations where we got to play a little catch up. Great breaking ball by Derek. Heating up, getting the strike, moving 0-2 against number 21. That's a 2-0 hitter, Cooper Hughes. Starting pitcher here for Coach Heaven. And so nice work to start off here as we move the top of 4 for the Wildcats.
So a nice 0-2 start like we talked about. 3 outs here and the ball game's over. So
That one's outside. Good spot there by Derek. Of course, way ahead, trying to get Hughes to chase.
Derek working faster than he normally does. So
breaking ball swung on. That'll be a K. That'll be strikeout number 3 for Derek Shaline. And guess what? That's 3 Ks in a row. Right. So if you don't think about the junior getting better and better, you ain't watching Cashion Wildcat TV. So leadoff is sent home, and that'll bring up 3-holder number 8, Ashton Tuttle. Tuttle. I went Tuttle. Yeah, I went Tuttle. You're saying Toot Hill? Toot Hill? I like Toot Hill. Tut Hill? Tut Hill. I think it's Tuttle. I think we talked about it earlier, Dirk, and yeah. Anyways, welcome to our conversation here on CWTV. 0-1 here is Shaline absolutely working magic these last couple innings. Tuttle popped up first inning. Breaking ball drops in. What a beaut. Absolute magical ball. And again, Derek Shaline getting out ahead 0-2 quickly.
Batter really giving up on that ball really early, thinking it was going to be way high, and found the zone.
That I have to tell you, outside of not swinging on fastballs, walking out of the box is one of my biggest pet peeves. Just stay in the box.
Right,
stay in the box. I mean, it drives me nuts. I mean, check swing. They're gonna say out number 2. And Bobby's scrambling to get that one. So he drops it in, and that'll be out number 2, and that's strikeout number 4 in a row.
So after giving up the walk, he decides I want to get on the right side of the stat sheet and gets 4.
Well, that's 3 in a row. 3 in a row. I apologize. 3 in a row. So
I know it's 4
total
since the walk. I want to say
big hit to center field. Chance Acord coming in hot. And that'll drop under his glove. That's unfortunate. Cooper Frazee was in the vicinity. I don't know if that slowed up Acord, but I think that was a ball he should have gotten. And we'll leave Mike to score that one. But nonetheless, that'll put a base runner, Tristan Moore, on the base for the Tigers.
I mean, I think that's a play he makes 99 times out of 100. So I'm calling it an error. So
yeah, that's unfortunate. E8 there for Tristan Moore as he's at first base, and that'll bring up Dalton Wheat in the DH. Big right-hander, 5-hole hitter. Yeah, with the wind blowing back in, right, that's my only consideration where he was like, and then you could just probably sense that he's like, oh, my gosh, I got to keep running even faster. And that may have actually been a ball better played by Cooper Frazee.
For sure.
A little backside pick there in and out of the glove of the freshman Ryder Likens. I've been really happy with Ryder. I would have loved to put Ryder in our little Young Guns poster, our social media graphic.
Sure,
I just didn't have a picture of him.
There you go.
We got to get Brad Stone out here a little bit more to get some more pictures, especially when we got this maroon on. Breaking ball outside does not get the call. That was a tough one. That one's been 50-50. Nabavi having a conversation with the catcher or with the home plate ump. 1-0. Small lead at first base here. Let's see if Derek takes a peek. He does. Delivery fastball, strike 1.
So time to just feed the plate and get this done. So,
all right, so 1-1 here. Wildcats up 10-0. This may be it here for the Tigers. Maybe down to their last out unless they can get a run in. Derek kind of slowing down a little bit. Hunker down. He'll call time.
Nathan will go. He says, I'll take a walk. No, we're good. I'll see him after the game.
These kids get along. This is a good group of guys. And from freshman to senior, they all hang out with each other, and you can see that they're growing as a team. I love seeing it. 1-1, 2 outs, delivery, fastball.
Must have been just a down.
We got a couple uncles and aunties asking for it. So 1-2 here for Derek Shaline, the junior, doing a little can of corn pendulum swing there I call that my gorilla look out there when they hunker down, ball down there. Let's see what he's got here. That one's chopped. That one's going to roll to Brody Nichols. He's got time if he wants to go one. He does. That's out number 3, and that should be a ball game as the Wildcats victorious move to 16-4 with a 10-0 victory over the visiting Verden Tigers. It's Derek Shaline with a complete game victory, and your Wildcats dealing with another run rule on the 2023 season.
Man, that was efficient. 6:30 tomorrow.
So Derek Shaline with a complete game victory, had 4 Ks, only gave up 1 hit, no runs, which is the most important number on a great special night here honoring Brexton Green here on the inaugural night of the Brexton Green Memorial Tournament. Really appreciate you guys joining us. Mike, I mean, I don't want to say I expected a run rule, right, because anything can happen with baseball.
Right.
But anything that surprised you in today's game?
I mean, I thought they had a runner at third in the very first inning and had a chance to give up a run, and they had squared that ball up, and it was kind of a little bit of an adventure with some fly balls and everything in that first inning, but they settled down. I don't know that we had a ton of really, really big hits. We just took advantage of what they gave us and somehow scratched across 10 runs in 3 innings and got it done. So it almost seemed routine nonetheless. So.
Wildcats stringing several hits together and capped off by senior Preston Cotter's 2-run jack.
That's what I forgot about it. That definitely helped the cause for sure.
To left center. Wildcats, again, getting a few walks, a couple of hit-by pitches, but just putting the ball in play and doing work as they move to 16-4 on the season, working to improve on that 8th place ranking in Class 2A. A little MC Hammer, courtesy of Dirk Fippen. All right, so any last comments? Anything we want to break down before we talk about tomorrow?
Well, just looking at, you mentioned Preston Cotter's 2-run blast. You have Hunter Gibson going 1 for 1 with 3 RBIs, so that contributes a ton to that. Nathan 1 for 2.
Brody Nichols.
So Brody Nichols goes 1 for 2. Derek goes 1 for 3. So, hey, quite a few hits collected. Only 5, but they're spread out, and everybody had some RBIs, so it was nice.
All right, so the Wildcats again moved to 16-4. Tournament's not over, just day 1. We move to day 2 tomorrow of the Brexton Green Memorial Baseball Tournament. We have in the morning game, we have, looks like at 11 p.m., we'll have Lomega taking on Calumet.
That should be 11 a.m., I hope.
I apologize. 11 a.m. My apologies.
The brackets are on.
Yeah, well, what the heck? So then we move over to, is that right? We move over to Winterside, 1:30 p.m. on tomorrow. We'll have Fort Cobb Broxton taking on Okarche. That is going to be a fantastic game. I think that's going to be a really good game. Then at 4 p.m., you'll have Alva taking on Verden. And then the nightcap, it'll be the Dibble Demons. I said Devils earlier. The Dibble Demons taking on the Cashion Wildcats at 6:30 first pitch if everything goes to chalk or by timing. But make sure that you guys follow us. We'll have the cameras on all day if you want to catch a little bit of baseball. If you just love the game of baseball, you want to watch it, you definitely can do that. But Mike and I will be here. Mike will be calling the game tomorrow night as the Wildcats will be taking on Dibble. Dibble is ranked. They are 12th ranked in Class 2A. So this is going to be an important game for both teams.
For sure. It's going to have an impact on the rankings when people are looking on Monday. But, hey, what I will tell you is that we were slated to probably start early today. So if the schedule goes like it did today, I wouldn't just tune in at 6:30. I'd be ready for almost a 6 o'clock start for sure.
Well, we know all of our fantastic fans that watch all across the entire globe. Cashion Wildcat TV hits all corners of the globe. We know you're watching at all times anyways. You're probably just checking out, watching old games anyhow. So to Mike's point, make sure that you check in a little bit earlier. We'll try to get you queued up on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook. Make sure you follow us on social media. But we do appreciate you guys joining us as the Wildcats on an extra special night, victorious 10-0 on the inaugural game here for the Cashion Wildcats at the Brexton Green Memorial Tournament. Love seeing Brett Green out there. Absolutely threw a laser.
He did.
Wait, were you surprised?
No, but he needs to go out there and show Derek how it's done.
I'll tell you what, loved it, and there's not a day that goes by that we don't think about our man Brexton Green. His legacy has endured here in Cashion, America, and it was a great day to celebrate him. So for my man Dirk Fippen on the PA, doing great wonders. We love him. Absolutely do. A big love for my man Mike Shaline. I'm Neiman Abavi. We appreciate you guys joining us here as the Cashion Wildcats. Again, victorious 10-0 over Verden, moved to 16-4. Make sure you catch us all day tomorrow. Go Cats, and God bless.